just be honest with me here. When you first saw that meme involving excrement being deposited on you, did you laugh?
Quick setup. Is this just crude humor or standard issue for the presidency? Watch how this jumps from taste to whether rules apply equally.
No, I don't think the president behaving in this way is funny. I think we have to hold our leaders to a higher standard. That's something that you typically see in my Twitter comments from like some MAGA boomer who spends their time making AI videos all day. It's not something you'd really hope to see from the president of the United States. But alas, we are here. This is the guy leading our country. He's not serious. And I don't actually think he cares about anybody but himself. And I think he's more interested in social media beef with a 23-year-old, as the vice president is, than he is in leading the country.
I mean, you managed to say all that with a completely straight face, but your side have done endless, incredibly mocking, humiliating memes about Trump. I mean, you'd accept that.
Like what?
Well, I mean, I could get literally 1,000 if you gave me half an hour to find them. I mean, it's not a secret.
Can you give me a couple examples from like high-ranking Lebanon?
Well, it's not a secret that the left do memes about Trump, right?
Can you give me some examples from high-ranking Democrats that are similar to this?
Well, okay. Let me flip the question around. Are you saying there have never been any mocking memes of Trump by anybody on the left in America?
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm asking for like high-level prominent Democrats who might be in a similar position to Trump.
Well, Gavin Newsom has done a lot of memes on Trump. I mean, do you distance yourself from those?
Has he done an AI video of dropping feces on the American people?
This is the key line. The debate shifts from memes exist to what counts as over the line in office. Note how taste becomes the shield. Piers is about to probe double standards versus equivalence.
That's a question of taste, but he does mocking memes of him, yeah.
Right. I mean, I think taste is a big point here. And I think objectively, Gavin Newsom, like mocking Trump on social media or posting like AI photos of himself or something like that is vastly different than Trump pooping on Americans, including myself and the American flag in that video. I think even you, Piers, would agree that those are two vastly different things, no?
Well, there is a report, for example, that you have sent a cease and desist letter to the White House threatening legal action if they don't withdraw it. Is that true?
No, I saw that on Twitter. I don't know where anybody got that from. I think there are genuinely just a lot of accounts on that platform that make stuff up. And I think that's just another case of that. But you heard it here first. I have not sent a cease and desist to the White House.
Okay, good. Isabel, I got to be honest. When I saw it, I thought, yeah, it's pretty tasteless, but it made me chuckle. I don't, it's like it's a classic Trump stunt. Many people will think it's puerile and pathetic. Other people will laugh. The point that Anthony Scaramucci made, that you wouldn't see these other... I mean, of course you're not going to see Keir Starmer do it or Anthony Albanese or any of these guys, because they just are classic politicians who behave in a classic political manner. The whole point of Trump is he's the complete sort of antithesis of a conventional politician. And I can imagine there are a lot of Americans, and I'm talking about millions, who would have found that just amusing, right? And didn't read too much into it, just thought it was Trump basically retaliating to what he would have seen as a ridiculous protest by being Trump.
Yeah, I think amusing is a good word used there, Piers. And ultimately, Donald Trump's sense of humor is not a surprise. We've known this man for upwards of a decade in American politics now, and nobody understands meme culture better than President Donald Trump. He's the architect of most of the best memes in history, but I don't think it's comparable to the memes, graphics, posters, calls for legitimate violence that we saw spread in city streets across America this last weekend from people of all ages on the left wing of the American political system, saying that anyone who supports Donald Trump, anyone who works for him, anyone who voted for him should be violently attacked, murdered, or assassinated because they are inherently Nazis, racists, or fascists. And that is the political rhetoric that I think we're having a very hard time reconciling with as we move forward in this country, particularly in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Harry, you asked for specific examples of memes that are raising the political temperature to incite violence against right-wingers in this country. You yourself posted in June of last summer showing Charlie Kirk with a Ku Klux Klan hood photoshopped over him, calling him a racist and saying, Charlie, just put the hood on already. That video was later archived.
That's not true.
Oh, please tell us.
What I posted... I'd love to. What I posted was actually not of last summer. I don't even know where you got that from. It was from the New York City primary where Charlie Kirk likened Zohran Mamdani to the 9/11 terrorists. And I thought that there was a very racist and obviously unfair comparison. And so I told Charlie Kirk to put the hood on because there's nothing similar between Zohran Mamdani, a politician whom he might have disagreements with, and 9/11 terrorists. So I don't know where you got your information from, but that's just objectively false.
Oh, according to a very basic Google search.
Receipts versus denial moment. One side says that's false. The other side's specific post and offline behavior at protest. This is where the viewers decide. Claims or examples.
Terry, in June of last year, you posted a
I
video
encourage
with
people to do it.
Charlie Kirk is out here preaching unity while pushing every racist trope in the book. Just put the Klan hood on, Charlie. It would be more honest. You obviously were delivering that in a sarcastic tone, but you showed an edit overlaying a Ku Klux Klan hood on Charlie's head for dramatic effect. That video was later archived or removed after it had almost 2 million views on TikTok alone. And I think it's just an incredibly clear example, just like the thousands of videos, photos, protest posters, T-shirts that we've seen, Piers, across the country at these so-called Save Democracy protests, Save America protests, where you're watching people wear T-shirts saying "Make assassinations great again" with Donald Trump's head exploding. Public school teachers in Chicago simulating shooting themselves in the neck to celebrate the fact that Charlie was violently assassinated on an American college campus. You're watching people say, if I had the chance to kill Stephen Miller because he is a fascist and a Nazi, of course I would take that opportunity. People calling for the execution of Donald Trump, anyone who votes for him, anyone who supports him or works for him. This is a very dangerous time to be openly conservative in America. And the amazing thing about all of that is those people represent more than half the country. So I think we're coming to a time in America right now where we have to reconcile the fact that we need to be open and honest about our beliefs to the point that it is impossible to reconcile with people and to coexist with them when they legitimately want you dead after spending years calling you a fascist, a Nazi, a white supremacist, literally Adolf Hitler, or anything else we often see influencers like Harry post on social media.
All right, Harry, respond.
That's the cliffhanger. Want part 2? Harry's full response and fact checks. Comment part 2, and I'll post the next 6-minute slice.